Jordan Atwood and Margaret Peterson. I'm fantasizing about Jordan Peterson having sex with Margaret Atwood. A tale my hand will not bother to make. I return to the triadic line after many years. If I had a gun, I would point it at my heart. This vision before me, two wrestling lobsters in boiling pot of Viagra blue, neither willing to bend over for the other. Tightly held egg cases, swirling clouds of patriarchy, only sound clatter of shells and breaking bubbles. Chef Ramsay turns up biblical heat and yells profanities. Copulating debaters disappear. Froth spilling over thin aluminum pot. Eggs, sperm, God help us both conjoined. Oh Canada, oh Canada, oh Canada, what have you done? Omni-Gothic Neo-Futurism now begun. Hatching dwarves with no arms, faces of large beaks. They cannot speak. The academic shadow leaks. Outside my window, barred owl perches next to spirit shield. My bowel is empty as I have just had a dump. Happy for the moment to be unknown. Obscurity, a warmer blanket than cold fame. Cracking open shells of crustaceans, garlic butter of poetry spills from corners of my mouth, congeals into twisted curls. My old, white, carnivoresque beard. Hi, so what did you think of that? Feel free to leave lots of comments in the comments section and tell me what you think. And always happy to hear from trolls, because trolls are people too. Anyways, that was Jordan Atwood and Margaret Peterson. An interesting little take on the literary situation in Canada. And recently I've been playing with the artificial intelligence, which I like to call academic intelligence, because AI also stands for academic intelligence, and I'm finding artificial intelligence, and the way I'm using it at least, seems to be quite academic in the good and the bad of that. So what I've been doing for YouTube videos, since one of the laborious parts of publishing the video is the description section, I got the idea that I'd try and get the AI app that got loaded on my computer to do the descriptions for me. And they've been quite amusing because I sort of figured, well, since I'm trying to convince an algorithm to show my videos to you, what I needed was an artificial intelligence to be trying to manipulate that. So what I've done is I've got some of the descriptions, and I thought for this one it would be amusing to read it to you because it gives an interesting artificial academic intelligence kind of view of the poem that you've just watched. So I'm just going to read it off of a page because I did build myself a teleprompter thingy that kind of worked, but my eyes aren't what they used to be, and I don't know, there's something about being less computerized in terms of just reading it off the page. So if it looks like I'm reading something off of a page, it's because, guess what? I'm reading something off of a page. So here we go. Here's the academic artificial intelligence take on the poem you just heard. Jordan Atwood and Margaret Peterson is a vivid and provocative piece that blends surreal imagery and biting social commentary. Here are some of the key aspects of the poem. Imagery and symbolism. The poem is rich with striking and often jarring images, such as two wrestling lobsters in a boiling pot of Viagra blue and hatching dwarfs with no arms. These images create a surreal and almost nightmarish landscape that challenges the reader to find meaning in the chaos. Furthermore, this vivid and often surreal imagery works to convey the poem's themes. For example, two wrestling lobsters in a boiling pot of Viagra blue. This image is both humorous and grotesque, suggesting a struggle for dominance and vitality. The color Viagra blue adds a layer of sexual connotation, hinting at themes of potency and competition. Hatching dwarfs with no arms, faces of large beaks, they cannot speak. This disturbing image could symbolize the birth of new, yet flawed ideas or beings. The inability to speak might represent a lack of agency or voice in the face of overwhelming societal forces. Let's look at the poem's themes. 1. Conflict and power dynamics. The poem explores themes of conflict and power, particularly through the metaphor of the wrestling lobsters and swirling clouds of patriarchy. This suggests a struggle for dominance and control, possibly reflecting societal or personal battles. The poem's central metaphor can be seen as a commentary on the relentless and often destructive nature of power structures. The swirling clouds of patriarchy further emphasizes the pervasive influence of patriarchal structures, said the old guy with a beard. 2. Critique of academia and society. The references to Jordan Peterson and Margaret Atwood, both contemporary Canadian figures, hint at a critique of academic and societal norms. The poem questions the roles, the influence of intellectuals and writers in shaping cultural narratives. It questions whether their contributions are constructive or merely add to the chaos. 3. Existential reflections. Lines like, "If I had a gun, I'd point it at my heart," and "My bowel is empty as I have just had a dump," convey a sense of existential despair and absurdity. The poet seems to grapple with the meaning of existence and the futility of certain pursuits. The poem's darker lines, such as "If I had a gun, I'd point it at my heart," is juxtaposed with more mundane and bodily references like "My bowel is empty, as I have just had a dump," highlighting the absurdity and triviality of human existence. Tone and style. The tone of the poem is darkly humorous and deeply critical. The use of enjambment and irregular line breaks creates a disjointed and fragmented reading experience, mirroring the chaotic and unsettling content of the poem. The language is raw and unfiltered, adding to the poem's visual impact. Cultural and society commentary. The repetition of the invocation of "O Canada" serves as a refrain that ties the poem to a broader national context. It suggests a critique of Canadian society and its cultural icons, questioning what the country has become and where it's headed. Conclusion. Jordan Atwood and Margaret Peterson is bold and unconventional poem that challenges readers to confront uncomfortable truths about power, identity, and the human condition. Its blend of surreal imagery, social critique, and existential reflection make it thought-provoking and memorable piece. It is a complex and layered poem that uses surreal imagery and dark humor to explore themes of power, conflict, and existential despair. Its critique of intellectualism and societal norms make it a thought-provoking piece that challenges readers to reflect on their own beliefs and assumptions. What did you think of the poem? Do any particular lines or themes stand out to you? So there you have it. Academic artificial intelligence. Taking a look at a Jim Larwell poem. Welcome to Omni-Gothic Neo-Futurist. I'll see you soon in another one of these silly old videos. Bye for now.